What's going on, Minecraft fans? My name is Clumsy No Name, and in this video I'm going to be surviving 200 days in hardcore Minecraft. To see the first 100 days, check the description or the card in the top right. Shout out to Luke the Notable for the idea! But without any further ado, let's jump into day 101. If you watch the 100 days, you'll know that I avoided getting netherite tools because I thought you couldn't have mending and unbreaking on the same tools, but luckily I fixed that day 101 after seeing your comments. I also made a netherite chest plate, but not anything else yet because I want to get better enchants on them first. I also renamed my pickaxe to a Manon. I wonder why. Day 102, I worked on trying to find that nether fortress that I looked for the entire 100 days but never found. And maybe I'm mistaken, but I was under the impression you could only find ancient debris under level 18 Y level in the nether, but I'm on Y level 87 and there's 2 right here. But hey, there's another fortress. Now the only problem is I don't know how to get down there. I just ended up very carefully mining my way down. Hey, blazes are one of the main reasons why I came here, so that way, you know, I could beat the game. Besides that fact, there were quite a few chests laying around too. Most of them just had like saddles though. Hey, would you look at that, a blaze spawner. That's pretty pog. Yeah, I just kept killing blazes until I got enough blaze rods and then decided it was time to leave. I finally made it home and made a brewing stand, mostly so that way I can make potions, because, you know, by the end of this 100 days, I hopefully will defeat the Ender Dragon. I then made some Eye of Enders, because again, I want to defeat the Ender Dragon by the end of this. And at night, I went out to find Endermen to try and get more Ender Pearls. I ended up getting 4 from one Enderman, which is pretty lucky. And then I turned those into Eye of Ender also. Day 104, I decided to breed my animals, because in the last 100 days, a lot of them escaped towards the end. I then went out looking for the stronghold. I would show you guys more of this process, but there's not much. It's pretty boring. This cramped little island looks like the perfect place to sleep. Day 105, I finally found the stronghold location. Now I have to dig down and actually find it itself. And there we go. Now I have to find the end portal though. Yeah, it wasn't that hard, and once I did find it, I put in the Eyes of Ender. I then built a tunnel straight down to it, just that way whenever I come back here to actually fight the Ender Dragon, it'll be easy to find. Day 106, I just spent my time going back to my main camp, because obviously I'm not fighting the Ender Dragon quite yet. And I actually found a village on my way back, except there was nothing really there, and the villagers weren't that good, so I was just like, yeah, yeet, I'm leaving. Anyway, I finally made it home. Day 107, I tamed a cat at my village. For some reason it didn't follow me home, so I'll go back and get it another day. I then started expanding my storage room, even though I already don't use half the chests in there. Day 108, I was finally adding more books to my library that I wanted to add to, so pog. And then of course I'm still just working on extending my storage room because I don't want it unfinished, because that would just look bad on my resume. I then went to my village and sold some stones and bought some bricks for my storage room. I then finished off the day by naming my cat Abby, although my parents might disown me for not burning the cat in a fire. Imagine how much easier it would be to complete this room if I made it out of cobblestone instead of bricks, but that is not the notable way. I also made some strength potions. I'll make some other ones in a bit, I just don't have the ingredients yet. The only other thing I did this day was mine, but I found some diamonds, so nice. Day 110, I was just doing some farming. I actually have a dream about starting a forest around my land, and to start that I actually need to chop down some trees, that way I can get some saplings. And I chopped down enough trees for 4 stacks of logs, so I'll collect my sapling profits in a bit. Yeah, I had over 40 saplings, and I'm not even sure if I collected them all, so this is a good start to starting a forest. Day 111, I went into the nether to try and kill a ghast, and I tried to originally build this cobblestone base, that way I could kill them and their ghast tears would fall on it. But I quickly realized that that would not work, because that would just take way too long. But I found a ghast sitting near my base, and I bowed him, and then he dropped a ghast tear surprisingly. Let's go, that was actually pretty lucky. I then went home and made some regeneration potions. I also had so much extra netherrack, I decided to make this nether room. I don't really know why. I don't know, I'm bored and had netherrack. Day 112, I spent the entire day reorganizing my storage room because it really needed it. And about half of day 113 is also just spent reorganizing my storage room. But the other half was spent lighting up the villager railroad because after 100 days I still somehow never did that. This is still the most effective way for me to get arrows at this point. Now I hopefully will not have to do that again for a while. Chopping some trees, doo-da-doo-da. Chopping some trees, doo-da-doo-da. I don't know. Chopping some trees, doo-da-doo-da. Chopping some trees, doo-da-doo-da. I then decided to put mending on my bow because I figured it deserves it because I use my bow a lot, so sure, why not? I also named it Sky's Assault Rifle. Aimbot! I then was just trying to farm and a creeper exploded a hole in my wall. I'll fix it. Okay, don't worry. I think you can tell by my inventory that I plan to go sell all my items to villagers. I don't know what you expected. Did you think that I was lying or something? And I finally finished up my storage room. And I already don't use literally almost any of the chests in there, so it probably won't be extended again for a while. I also bought some sea pickles that day and put them in my yard. I don't think it looks that good, but I bought them and I'm not wasting my money. I also finally got a phantom membrane, which I never really said I was looking for it, but I was looking for it. And yeah, of course it was for a potion. What else would it be for? Day 116, I wanted sand for glass, because glass is cool. I then went over to my village and made this guy a cleric. I then leveled him up enough to the point where I could buy ender pearls and I could also sell him glass bottles. I also went and mined a crap ton of quartz, not because I want quartz, just because of the fact I needed XP. Day 117, I'm back in the nether, partially getting more XP and partially getting some of this wood because it looks cool. I also ended up back at the nether fortress somehow. I'm gonna try and get some wither skeleton skulls. I don't really have that good of a strategy though yet, so I didn't find any today sadly, but maybe I'll have some more luck tomorrow. I did kill some blazes at least though. In day 118 I did get that first wither skeleton skull, except only one and I need 2 more, so yay, this won't take forever at all. And at the very end of day 119, I got that second skull. I only need 1 more. Day 120, I finally got my last wither skeleton skull. Took long enough. Not only that, but I went over to test my luck by killing this wither skeleton, and they dropped a skull too. Back-to-back skull drops. Oh my god, that is so rare. Anyway, I finally went home after that and put my wither skeleton skulls safely away. And on day 121, I upgraded my diamond helmet. I also went and got my villager stonks, of course. And then I turned my helmet into netherite. I'll do my pants soon, I just don't have enough netherite yet. I'll go mining or something. And now I'm netherite mining. Of course, I'm not gonna lie about that. That'd be weird to lie about. But I found an ancient debris pretty early on, actually. And then I found 2 right next to each other, which rarely happens, surprisingly. And I actually already had one at home, so it was all that I needed to make that last netherite ingot. And then I made the netherite pants. Let's go, cover me in debris. I also dug down to level 8 in my house, because why not? Day 123, I mined under my house, and that's about it. Day 124, I chopped down some trees, and that's about all I did this day also. Pretty uneventful couple of days. Day 125, I ended up chopping down more trees. This is just so exciting! I'm gonna have to pull out the tree cutting song again, ain't I? No, I am not, because I actually went to planting trees instead. Haha, Mr. Beast moment. I started off day 126 chopping down trees, but don't worry, that's not all I did this day, surprisingly. I also cleared out an area under my house, which I don't know is the best place, but I'm gonna fight the wither there. Yeah, day 127. In the original 100 days, I said day 27 was the best day, so I figured I might as well try and make day 127 also pretty good. Okay, well I guess it's now or never. I started off by just bowing him while sitting in my cave, except then he went up, so I had to come out and then shoot him and then go back. It was a weird process, but I did, yeah. And then I had to go to sword mode, so I pulled out my sword and I hit him a bunch and then he died because that's how swords work. But hey, I got a nether star, so that's a plus. And then I made a beacon, but obviously I can't do much with it yet because I clearly do not have enough of any mineral to make it work yet. Day 128, I spent the entire day selling all of my prized possessions. I also finally managed to get my librarian to sell me name tags, so let's go. I also bought lanterns to put in my furnace room, and they look I don't know if I'll keep them or not yet. I also made fermented spider eye, yummy. Haha, guess what I did on day 129? Definitely didn't chop down trees the entire day again because I'm just so dumb and don't know how to make content. Day 130, I had to extend my farm, but of course I can't do that without a little terraforming. I also had to do some wall building, of course, because otherwise Luke the Notable would kill me. And I was just hoeing whenever it broke. That's sad. I made a new one, finished hoeing my crops, and then proceeded to bone meal all my existing crops, that way I would actually have some to move over there. And by the end of the night, I was pretty much done. I actually felt productive that day. I didn't just chop down trees literally the entire day. Day 131, I was trying out black stone bricks instead of stone bricks as my house. We'll see how I like it. I also finally got rid of that stupid cobblestone floor I've had since like day 1, literally. I guess you can't really tell yet because it's not finished, but I think it's gonna look pretty good once I'm finally done. I also decided that I would just get rid of a couple of stories entirely, so that's what I'm doing here, is I'm just breaking them in their entirety. Day 132, I actually had to go into the nether because I ran out of blackstone. I also finally got some chiseled blackstone so that way I can do the edges of my house. Oh yeah, that's looking nice now, although the sad part is that I lost my L'Manberg flag somehow, so I'll have to make another one sometime, but it's fine. But yeah, tell me that house ain't looking sexy. Haha, time to get more blackstone. I also decided that I make the floors, besides the base floor obviously, out of polished blackstone. I think it looks pretty good. The only bad part about this is it takes forever to break what's already existing, and also sometimes the stone bricks or ladders will fall down the ladder, which sucks. And I originally was going to be done here, except I actually want to add a few more floors, so that's why I'm destroying everything up here also. You know, I see why Luke the Notable made a big deal of changing houses in his 1000 days, because it takes a while. There's still a bit more I want to do to it, but it's looking pretty good now. Day 135, I'm out here killing squids for their ink. And yeah, I made some black stained windows. I want to see how it looks with my house now. Okay, I only have a few more ideas of how to make this better, but overall this is the done house. I really like it. It looks way better than that stone brick. It also finally matches my walls, so there's that. Day 136, I grew a big mushroom because reasons you'll see in a second. Aw yes, give me your blocks. Give me your blocks. I made a mushroom grave in the forest. You don't get any context, but rest in peace. If you're watching on premiere day, can we get some F's in chat? You guys don't see it because I usually cut it out, but I think the majority of this 200 days has been me sitting on this minecart just riding back and forth from my village. I really need those villager stonks if I want to get this beacon. I have so much stuff to sell nowadays that I can't even fit it all in my inventory and I have to make trips, and that's also why I bring this chest minecart now. I also started putting this beacon right next to my house. I might move it because it's a little jarring having it there, but I'm not sure yet. Day 138, I'm in the nether mining because I'm still working on my house. Yeah, I changed my furnace room from cobblestone into basalt. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, basalt, but that's how I'm gonna say it. Day 139, I didn't really do anything. Like, unironically, I barely did anything. Day 140, the property inspector came and he told me that my property is A-okay. I also finally dismantled my mine. I'll just mine underneath my house with that ladder thing. I also got some more glowstone this day. Yeah, I lit up my house with it instead of those torches. I think it looks better. Day 141, I'm just over here mining because I need cobblestone and other things. Oh yeah, here's what my house looks like. I added 2 full window rooms. I think it looks pretty good. And this is finally the finished version. No more add-ons or anything. At least until 300 days. I love emeralds, stonks, Fortnite skin, meme, I don't know. I also finally moved my beacon. It's now behind my house. That way it's not just a giant eyesore right next to it. I don't know why, but harvesting sugarcane is always very satisfying to me. But anyway, I use that sugarcane because I'm finally trying to finish this library because I keep forgetting about it, so... I then went mining because the game is literally called Minecraft. I guess I should craft something next. Or instead, I would just do more mining because I don't care about your opinions. That's a joke, I do care about your opinions. On another note, I am finding a lot of coal, which is pretty pog, because I can use it to fuel my furnaces. And you know, it's always pog whenever you find some diamonds. If you want me to be honest, at this point I've been mining a lot, so that way I could get a bunch of cobblestone to turn into stone to sell to my villagers, because I've been running out. That's a thing I never thought I'd say, running out of cobblestone. And at this point, I have more than 1 stack of diamonds. This is pretty awesome. I also was working on rearranging my nether portal placement because it's slightly off center with the glowstone, but then Dinnerbone ran into the nether. I tried my best to let them come with me, but they literally would not go through the nether portal again, so I guess you're living there now, bye. And I did finally finish moving the nether portal, although it's not lit yet, but I'll do that later. Day 146, I didn't do much, but I did finally get around to making another L'Manberg flag banner. I put it on the front of my house like I used to have it, but I think I'm gonna actually move that. And this cow decided that he'd be a chicken, but I'm not really supportive of that type of thing, so I killed him. I also farmed, which takes forever at this point, but it's one of the best ways for me to get emeralds right now, so maybe I'll figure out something better later. Day 149, I finally moved my L'Manberg flag banner. It's now above my bed. And I just moved my Clumsy No Name banners into the basement. Somebody put me in one of those satisfying compilations. I then finished my library with one bookshelf to spare, actually. Also, I know I just said library, just don't question it. I heard it, we're just moving on. The only other thing I did today was expand my water landing pad in my mine, so that way I don't die if I accidentally fall off the ladder. Day 150, I decided that I should finally be productive besides making banners, so I'm gonna extend my farm for more profits. Essentially, all this footage is me placing dirt, breaking trees, and placing walls. I also was just mining the sand, and then a giant hole revealed itself like a ravine, and then a creeper just popped up and exploded. Imagine if I died right there. That would be a pretty good death, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm happy I didn't die. I like how you can tell I was in shock because I just stood there and looked around for a while. I think the worst part about working on this farm is the water portions because it's just so slow to work in. This also eats up way more dirt than I thought it would, I'm not gonna lie. I had to keep going back to my house and getting more stacks. Well, I worked on it for almost the entirety of day 150 and I think I'm almost done. Well, with the plot of land at least, because I'm still gonna have to plant it all and all that stuff. And now it's day 151 and I finally finished the outline of the farm, but now I have to make the actual farm part. I think the worst part was putting the water in. It's just so annoying. And now it's time to hoe. I got tired of hoeing though, so I went to bed and I'll finish tomorrow. I had to recruit a diamond hoe for this labor. Okay, now it's time to actually do the farming part, and I don't think you guys want to watch me just sit here and do this for 10 minutes, so I think I'll skip this. I hope you know whenever I say 10 minutes, it literally takes 10 minutes. Day 153, I mined the entire day, pretty productive. Can we appreciate how I have such a focus on being productive, yet it takes me 25 years to upload each video. Day 154, I also mined the entire day. Minecraft! Ah yes, most effective way to breed your animal farm. Day 156, I started dismantling that random railroad I made in that one direction because it's literally useless. Well, actually I kept it for a bit because I'm gonna start and try and make a hole all the way down to bedrock. Obviously I'm not gonna do that all right now, but I started doing that. And by the end of the day, I think I did alright. It's also a very good source of dirt. The only thing I did on day 157 is prepare for villager trading because you know that I love those stonks. Day 158, I did some farming, but it took me a bit of the day because like I said, it actually takes a while. And I started off day 159 farming those carrots because it literally took me the entire day yesterday and I still didn't get it done. For some reason my carrot villager wouldn't trade with me even though it had been multiple days since my last trading session. It's never done it since, it was only that one time too, which is really weird. My stonemason wouldn't sell to me either. It's it's literally as if I just traded with them, but it had literally been days since, so I don't know what happened. Whatever that weird bug is, it seemed to have fixed itself the next day, so good. And I think my beacon is finally coming along quite nicely. Day 161, I gave villagers bread in hopes that they breed, but I hadn't set up any beds yet, so it's not gonna work yet, but I'll figure it out later. Wow, I wonder what country this is. I know a lot of friends from there. Day 162, I'm mining sands. That way I can try and extend my stonks empire by selling glass bottles. I also went and vibed at the top layer of my house for a little bit. Stonks. I like to farm, peas and weed. And guess what I plan to do tomorrow based off of this chest? Woo! Animal murder! Anyway, I tried to turn this guy into a cleric. It never ended up working, I don't know why, but I'll make new villagers later. So this profit scheme will eventually work in theory, but it's not working yet. Yeah, I sat there all night and it never worked, so yeah, it won't work. I've debated doing this for a long time, but I'm finally gonna make a mob spawner. I'm not entirely sure how they work. I'm not sure if it will work. I'm definitely gonna try it though. I definitely don't have enough cobblestone though. And you also always gotta be protected by those walls. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about building up this high. You can see that I'm also trying to be safe by having a water bucket in my inventory. Gotta do those MLG water bucket moves. Oh, got 'em, gamers. I'm also sure this won't obstruct my view from my house at all, considering it's the exact length of my house too. Hey, the outline's getting done, except yeah, I'm literally running out of cobblestone again. Somehow that's the second time I've ran out of cobblestone. Mining away. I don't know what I just say I'll mine it anyway. Day 167, I continued working on the mob spawner. Who's surprised? It doesn't get done in one day. I'm finally working on the ceiling though, which means that I am finally almost done, but it's been a couple day project, so yeah. Need that sweet cobblestone, oh. And there we go, the outline of it is done. Now I need to actually add the water and stuff, so that way, you know, it works. Yeah, that's not that hard though. All you have to do is literally put water in there. Yeah, I don't know why I really made it that big of a deal. And I already have creepers exploding. I don't even know what to say. I'm bad at this game. Okay, well, it does work. The only problem is it's really slow because I'm stupid and put it right next to my animal farm, which affects its spawn rate. So I'm either gonna have to move it or my animal farm eventually. Not yet, because I'm lazy. I also extended a wall around it, so that way creepers from the outside can't sneak up on me and kill me, because I didn't think about that originally. If you saw my original 100 days, you'll know that on day 69 I covered my whole entire walkway in cakes, because why not? And if you didn't see the first 100 days, why are you here? Go watch that right now. But this, day 169, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Look, you have to have some way to make the day 69s feel special, because everyone will hate you if you don't. And I managed to get the cakes all the way to the animal farm now, but what if I covered the middle part too? Because why not? Oh yeah, this is going to be sweet when it's done. Literally sweet. I will say the one good thing about this is I always have so many leftover eggs, so this is a very good way to get rid of them. And there we go, my cake walkway is done. Day 169, mission accomplished. Also, unironically, this walkway does look kinda good with the cakes there, I don't know why. Day 170 was just a lot of farming, because as stated earlier, it takes forever. Ah yes, my villager trading empire is doing quite well. Oh, what am I ever gonna do with all these beds? I don't know, oh no. Now I'm doing a lot of terraforming for undisclosed legal document reasons. Yeah, you might be able to see where this is going at this point. And of course I gotta make the room look nice. I mean, whose room? This is, nothing's happening here. No, nothing. Anyway, on day 172, I finally finished the building, and I'm gonna leave all these random blocks because I think it adds to the aesthetic. Yeah, I don't really know why I've been acting like it's a secret. I just built a villager breeder. I mean, I want them to have babies. Have children for me, please. Based off all these cartography tables I'm making, it looks like I'm gonna copy Luke the Notable's stonk strategy, and you would be right if you guessed that. Yeah, I placed all those down and then immediately started bothering all the children because they need to grow up, get a job, and just do everything because children are not helpful. Anyway, my beacon is coming along quite nicely. We almost have all of the bottom half done. After 174 days, I'm finally going to explore the ravine that I literally spawned right next to. It's been here this entire time. I never explored it once, so I guess I will. I'm not gonna lie, there wasn't anything really. I mean, there was a lot of iron and coal, but there weren't diamonds or anything. And I ended the day admiring the view from the top of my house. I am getting prepared for all these newfound stalks! I can't sell them to anyone yet, but I do still have those chests that I can leave it in whenever they're ready. Oh no, this game is just so hard. Oh no, what am I gonna do? They're killing me. Oh no. Yeah, I got bored of them killing each other, so I finished them off. Grow up, stupid children, I need my profits. I also never realized there was a desert right next to my village, and that's actually so good because that'll make it so easy to get glass, so my stonks will be through the roofs. And now I am making hoppers because eventually I need to make some auto furnaces because stonks, obviously. Didn't this just happen yesterday? Why is there already more? Anyway, double auto furnace stonks time. I know I said stonks like literally 50 million times in this video and I'm sorry, but it's happening more. Day 178, I was trying to get enough sugar cane to make paper because before you can actually sell glass panes to them, you have to sell paper. So yeah, that's all I did this day. It's been a bit since I've done some good old-fashioned tree chopping. I also mined more because, you know, the name of the game is Mine Tree. Day 180, I mined all day, except I did find diamonds, so pog. Day 181, I did 5 pounds of drugs and decided it would be a good idea to make my lawn out of oak wood. Unironically, even as a joke, I have no clue why I did this. I'm gonna end up replacing it soon anyway. This looks absolutely bad. Oh my god. You didn't see me chop down any of these trees, but I think you can tell by all the debris on the ground that I cut down quite a few trees. This is pure crackhead energy right here. In day 183, I finally finished my stupid wood. Oh my god, I hate this lawn. I hate it. Why did I do this? Look, I have to give myself credit. It's sort of funny. Okay, it is pretty funny, but it's so much work for something that is so bad. By the way, these stupid guys are back. I don't know why they're already back. They won't stop coming to my house. Stop loitering. Please go away. Day 184. I was just getting my stonks. Again, I'm not going to stop saying stonks. I don't care how many times I say it. I've barely started digging in this desert and I'm already starting an environmental issue. Now that I have a steady source of glass and people to sell it to, my stonks are going up. I have 14 emerald blocks in my inventory. Oh yeah, profits. Hey, I didn't say stonks that time. Oh my god, I just said it. Villager trading. Woo! Glass is a hard, brittle substance, typically transparent or translucent, made by fusing sand with soda, lime, and sometimes other ingredients and cooling rapidly. It is used to make windows, drinking containers, and other articles. Yeah, and at the end of day 186, I was trying to sell the rest of my stone because I'm no longer going to be selling that as much because glass is way better to sell. I also debated kicking this child out of his bed to sleep, but instead slept on the top bunk. Seriously though, I can see why Luke the Notable always trades with these villagers instead of other ones, because you get so many emeralds for this. I've been working in the sand mines all the live long day. I've been working in the sand mine just to get those sweet views. I got 16 emerald blocks from that last village trip. I have enough to start on the second layer now. I also am finally replacing the stupid oak wood lawn with instead quartz. I don't really know if that'll be much better, but we're trying it. Only problem is I constantly kept running out of quartz, so I had to keep go mining more, which takes quite a bit. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the next few days is just a lot of me chopping this wood and replacing it with quartz. Day 190, I took a break to do some villager trading. Day 191, I traded my way up to 2.5 stacks of emeralds and then was looking at other trades. And then I mined for quartz again. And hey, the quartz floor is coming along quite nicely, way better than that stupid oak wood. Day 193, I brought quite a few lava buckets to my auto furnaces. Day 194, you can tell my beacon place is starting to come along nicely. Sadly, I won't finish it this 200 days. Maybe I'll finish it in 300 days if that happens. If you want to see me survive the 300 days, like the video. Day 195, I mined quartz, and yes, that was it. Day 196, I'm super close to being done working on this quartz floor. I literally only have that many blocks left. Day 197, I was getting flints, that way I can make a lot more arrows for the Ender Dragon fight. Well, I finished that part of the quartz floor, but I forgot I have to do it in my horse pen too, so give me a minute. There we go, I'm actually done now. Pog, I think it looks pretty nice actually. Day 198, I'm on my way to go to the end portal to make sure I'm actually ready to fight the Ender Dragon on day 200. The only problem is I got there way too fast. I thought that it would take a lot longer to get here. Day 199, I explored the stronghold, except there wasn't that much, and you guys probably just want to see the Ender Dragon fight, so let's just go on to day 200. And here we are, day 200. I'm now putting the Eyes of Ender into the end portal. Geronimo! And yeah, as if I haven't stole enough from Luke the Notable by making this series, I pretty much stole a strategy on how to beat the Ender Dragon. Well, besides the fact I'm not wearing a pumpkin on my head, because that really doesn't help, because the Endermen don't really aggro on you anyway. But anyway, yeah, I build up to the top of the cage towers, and then I break those, and then I have a slow falling potion so I can just fall straight down. Yeah, and I don't really know why I decided to fall straight into the Ender Dragon's spit. Yeah, I missed a lot of arrow shots trying to break these towers. I should have just built up to them, to be honest, because, like, I mean, I wasn't hitting much. And then the Ender Dragon came over and hit me some. This really could have been a lot more effective. Then eventually I broke all of the crystals, so now it's just up to my horrible aiming skills. Oh yeah. Yeah, this sword does seem to be a lot more effective. And after a lot of sword swings and missed shots later, I finally killed the Ender Dragon. And I only got up to level 68, not 69. This is so sad. I also got the dragon egg, of course. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see me survive to 300 days. Peace out.